LP4 Assignment Control and Presentation by Sharon A. Richards. Agenda: controlling, functions of controlling, balance sheet, balance scorecard, financial and budgetary controls, improving employee motivation, and ensuring order and discipline. Features of balance scorecard as a controlling tool: open book management, contemporary control tool systems, and total quality management. Controlling. Controlling is a vital process of management. It will help you with your checks and balances of what to expect. On the flip side, controlling is the last exercise in management that comes after planning, constructing, hiring, and leading. It is the movement of growth that corroborate that goals and actions are proceeding as programmed. Should these plans seem to be miscalculated, then ask for help or communicate with your higher. Functions of controlling. Controlling is an action that comes at a latter part of the task function, which comes once the agreement is made with approved plans. Controlling is only performed by the hierarchy only, such as the vice president, directors, managers, leaders, etc., and maybe supervisors in whatever concerns. In order to be in control, you have to have something to control, which can be done by looking into a planned blueprint, which has to be performed in the past so that an aftermath can take place in the future. If you are an aggressive function leader, you would have to create an assessment approach for whenever changes rises its head. Planning and controlling are two must-have functions of management. Without each other, they are both inconsequential. Planning is first within management of controlling, and controlling triumph planning in the end. Balanced scorecard. The balanced scorecard is a vital planning tool and an executive structure that is used highly in businesses and industries, government, and nonprofit organizations globally to coordinate business function with the perception and strategic capability of performing well in many organizations. It enhances the interior and exterior of all communication while monitoring the company's performances. However, the balanced scorecard that most businesses are using today were created by doctors Robert Kaplan of Harvard Business School and David North as a performance measurement in the 1990s as a tool to help managers with a vision that they with a vision that their company or subordinates can be successful. By using the balanced scorecard, many managers can make a swifter determination. The methods of a balanced scorecard have grown from a simple mechanism to a strategic planning system for management. My balanced scorecard diagram: financial performance, efficiency, knowledge and innovation, satisfaction, performance measures and targets, strategic initiative, vision. This is a vision and a strategy. Balanced scorecard continued. Fourth perspective of balanced scorecard: a visionary mindset, customer, stakeholder viewpoint, central organization development aspect, training and learning growth. The above four are camouflage for all the stakeholders, stockholders, and consumers and employees. Administer a blueprint that supports enforcing a scheme that expedites a role within management. Financial and budgetary controls. The financial angle is to envision a long-term, nonpartisan goal. Its angle is to enhance sales, bring in more customers, and a faster process development. Whomever the leader may be, the budgetary control has to put into the hands of a go-getter and responsible person to assume control. The budgetary main function lies in its competence. its ability to yield out productive and capable value that comes with a budget allocation. A balanced scorecard must have momentary and durable objectives, such as investing in a stock market, which is supported by an inventive preceding budget that is defined by a mechanism to fund and explain the scorecard. Cooper. Elizabeth Cooper once said, the balanced scorecard provides a structure that may help managers/leaders travel down a path to an enterprise that allows them to have less hump with fewer hiccups and with practicality. Cookins. If executives only look at financial results, how can they grasp their strategic objectives? If your leader does not have a strategy map, they will be flying solo without wings that fails with a measurement system. Balance scorecard and management, another diagram. Here is the starting point. Review and define objectives. Set employee objectives. Monitor progress. Evaluate performance and reward employees. Features of Balance Scorecard as a controlling tool. A controlling tool is a ladder functionality. Controlling tool is a vital task, consulted by hierarchies who can make huge decisions. Balance Scorecards is a forward-looking scheme. Always look forward in following up to cover all bases. Balance Scorecard makes processes dynamic. Application of change when necessary. Two words, two phrases sums up BS controlling, which is balanced scorecards. It simplifies allocations. It helps with device. Controlling, in summary, controlling comes at the end of all planning, scheduling, hiring, and put into action. Controlling is a vital tool that benefits and expands like the likelihood that any association goal will be attained. They also questions what objectives would they need to accomplish their targets. Questions to ask yourself is how would they proceed to understand what objective they planned for. Owning or working for any business would have to have objective, which is an indispensable requirement for any purposeful company. Without goals, it is impossible to test or evaluate whether the workers' actions are purposive and to make claims about an organization's success. Goals can be related to managing money. Basic controls issues. There is an inadequacy and a vagueness of direction as to what is predicted from your team. The shortage of making something come about and why you as a leader did it. Control can be accomplished or gained with effort through the following: an oversight without complications, administration discipline process, operation process, the decision measure, controlling the employee. Planning. An action plan intended to focus on the organizational goals. Planning is a present footprint with exceptional targets, departmental objectives, by section intentions, and unit objectives. Managers have the authority to seek out which objectives his or her section would accomplish. Organizing how the task will be distributed and who would be responsible for doing it. Construct what employee would oversee what, with what number of help to attain the task. A manager will nominate who will be in charge, who will assign each task, and who the employee will go to when having questions. Leading. Conjoin with your employees, correspond with your team, encourage your team, push your team to the next step and the next step. Controlling, the final step of management. At the end of an objective, then decide what would be the outcome against all the planned goals. Scorecard, acquired information metric that is distributed to your business to develop a better way of doing things. Financial and budgetary controls. Deciding the cost of a project is one of the most important first steps. This can be used under supervision of the business capital and money planning, seeing that the budget is being stuck to. Compensation earnings and profiting values, which calculate the period values. It is vital that a money manager forecast is done to control all assets and to see that there is no lost restrictions of all funds. Managing a business is a starting period where you review and define objectives, setting employees' objectives, monitor progress, evaluate progress, performance, control, reward employees for a job well. And then my references.